Hey guys, I'm Caleb Bullock, better known to you all as the Gym Rat. My advice today is, it's one of those subjects that's a little bit hard to summarize in a single sentence like I like to do. But I'm going to try to be as concise as possible because this is a really a pretty serious subject, and I don't want to ramble like I have a tendency to do. I want to make sure you guys really understand what I'm talking about because this is it's a big deal for your workout. So my advice today has to do with recognizing when you should consider making radical changes to your program or just completely dropping it and doing something different. I'm not talking about periodization. If you don't know what periodization is, it's just a regularly scheduled restructuring of your workout program in order to prevent plateauing. So periodization is good. You need to do that. I'm actually talking about when you should forego your regularly scheduled overhaul and just make big changes in the middle of a program or completely drop it and go on to something different. I've said in the past, and I will say again in the future, typically you want to just stick with your program. Just because it's not working right now doesn't mean it won't pay off in the end. But there is a point where you're going to want to just not take chances and not push it and just, cut and run. So that's what I'm going to be tackling today. I'm going to be pretty general. There's obviously an infinite number of reasons why you could make changes or drop your program before its regularly scheduled time. I'm not going to cover all of them. I'd be here all day or longer. I'm just going to cover some really general ones. That way it applies to everyone. So the first reason would be if it's agitating an old injury. Now, I have a bum shoulder, so I have to take that into account when I'm designing a program for myself. If you have an injury or an instability or whatever, you need to take that into account. We're at a great point in human history where we can repair most things, but an injury is still an injury. It's still there. Even if it's repaired, even if your doctor says you're A-okay, workouts put a lot of strain on your system, and they can agitate things that normally would not be bothered by day-to-day activity. So you need to take that into account when you're designing a program. And if you are in the middle of a program and you're recognizing that it's bothering that injury or that instability, you need to take some time, look at your program, figure out what's wrong, and either make some little tweaks or overhaul it completely or just drop it. You only got that one body, and if you're already injured, you don't want to take any huge risk. I'm speaking from experience here, guys. Like I said, I got the bad shoulder. If I make it any worse, I'm looking at the serious surgery that I don't want to have to pay for. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. The next reason would be if it is resulting in new injuries. New injuries, bad. Old injuries, bad. Injuries in general, bad. Okay? Now, the only reason this is a really tough one is because not everyone can recognize the difference between your standard run-of-the-mill workout discomfort and serious deep tissue muscular pain or tendon pain or grinding of joints and all that signals that you're injuring yourself. So if you're experiencing something that you think might possibly be out of the norm, talk to a professional, talk to a personal trainer or a doctor, see if it's normal or not. If it's not, again, look at your program, make little tweaks, or completely overhaul it, or scrap it. You only got the one body. You don't want to develop any new injuries that are going to end up being old injuries that you could agitate later on. Take some time to rest, recuperate, whatever you got to do, make little changes or make the big changes. The third reason, and this is going to be the last one I'll touch on, so I don't want to throw too much at you guys in this video, is if it is completely counterproductive to your goal. This is actually the reason I had to change my program not too long ago. So I was set up in another month and a half. I would have been changing my program anyway. I was following a program designed to help me trim down, lose some weight, and gain strength. But consistently, I was seeing the opposite. Now, when you're starting a new program, the shock to your system sometimes can give you the opposite of what you would expect. Opposite of your goal, I mean to say. So, say you're following a program to lose weight and gain strength like I was. Sometimes when you start a new system, new program, it shocks your system, and you see the opposite. You will retain water, gain some weight, and lose strength. But normally that goes away. If you're following the right kind of program, your body's going to adjust, and you will bounce back. You'll lose the water weight, you'll start losing more fat, and you'll gain strength. This did not happen for me. I was consistently up to the halfway point, which is beyond the point at which your body should have adjusted. I was consistently gaining weight and losing strength and losing muscle. But because I was consistently seeing the opposite of what I wanted, I made the executive decision to take some downtime, do a cleanse to flush my system of the water weight, and to make a complete radical overhaul of my program. So I'm starting to ramble a little bit, but those are the reasons why, some of the reasons why you should consider making changes to your program. If you have an old injury that's being agitated, if you think you're getting a new injury, or if you're consistently over time seeing the opposite of what you want to see out of your program, consider making changes or just completely dropping the program entirely. Right? So that's my advice for today. I'll see you all in the gym.